Hey everybody, this is Josh from Gateway Business Communications, and today we're going to be unboxing the Epson Colorworks C8000. This is the newest label printer in the Epson Colorworks line and is the direct successor to the Epson C7500, bringing the print head and driver technology up to date with the C4000 and 6000 to make it universal across the product line. So we're going to take this printer out of the box and we're going to get you up to the initialization stage. We'll have later videos to show you how to load media, set up media definitions, as well as troubleshoot any errors. First thing we're going to do before we unbox the printer is to make sure we got the correct printer that we ordered. So the way we can do that is there's this doggy door here on the side of the box. You can lift up this door, and within there, you're going to find your black ink. And along the top of it, it's going to say either gloss or matte ink. And we ordered the gloss one, so we know this is the correct printer. So we can just set this to the side for now. And then the next thing, this box is reusable. We do suggest that when you get the printer, you hang on to the box because heaven forbid you need to send it back to the factory or do a spare in the air exchange. You're going to want to use this box, and reordering it can be kind of expensive. So recommendation is to hang on to the box, and you actually don't even need to open it from the top. What we have here are these two handles, and so what you're going to want to do is you're going to take this and pull from this tab right here. You're going to be able to pull it out. And it easily comes out like that. Same thing on this side. And there's going to be two on the other side as well. So we can lift the very top of it, just like so. And then we can start going through what we have in the box. So what comes with it is power cord, USB adapter that we can use to connect the printer to our laptop, user manual, a set of sample labels that we can use, as well as the 3 other ink cartridges. So this is the magenta, cyan, and yellow. We can go ahead and take off all these blue pieces of tape. There is a bunch. There's some on the front, on the top, a couple on the back, and then there are some within the printer that we can get a good close-up shot of to show you guys. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead, remove these, show you those hard-to-reach ones, and then we'll come back. Just a couple that we wanted to call out. If you open up this door here, this is where the ink trays are going to be. Small piece of tape on each one of those. And there's a little plastic piece that will fall out with it. And then you can just put it back in. I'm not going to do all 4 of them. And then there's a little trigger on the inside, on the side here. If you pull that towards the back of the printer, you can open it up. And then within here, there's going to be one piece of blue tape coming from the outside. You're going to want to just gently lift that up and then pull it out as so. From here, I do want to call out there's this white bar here, band next to the ink tubes. We suggest not touching that, as well as some of the roll bars on the left side of the printer. But yeah, that should be all of the tape. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to load our inks into the printer. I already went ahead and took the black ink out of the box. It's going to come in a little baggie. I'm just going to rip that where the perforation is. You can take it right out of the bag. So the recommendation is just to get the ink moved around a little bit, is shake it back and forth like 10 times. And then we're going to come into here. And really important, make sure you're putting the ink in the correct slot. There are some chips on here that help recognize if it's in the correct one or not, but better safe than sorry, load it into the correct one. So we're going to take our black ink tray, and we're going to load it directly into the guide right there. You'll see that it sits right in that hole perfectly, and then we're just going to slide it back in. So now that we have all the tape removed, next thing is we're going to plug in our cords that we're going to need for the printer. So we have our power cord here. That's going to go right into this top left port, and it's going to go just slide right in. And then this can connect directly to an outlet. And then also we're going to have our USB cable. We'll use this to connect to our laptop. And so you're going to take this side and plug it in right down here in this blue port. and it should go in right there. And just to call a couple of other things that we have here in the back, if you need to set it up for a network, you're going to have your password here. This is just an extra USB port. C8000 now comes with an optional Wi-Fi dongle that you can plug into there. And then we also have another Ethernet cable, and then this is your I/O port. So if you have any external devices for automation, user interface, you can plug it into this port here. First thing is going to be, we're going to go ahead and select our language. We're going to select English. It is summer daylight savings time right now. We're going to stick to our preferred here. Date format in the States, 8/20, that is correct. 12:33. So we're just going to set the time to the right time. That way, because in the future, if you ever want to schedule maintenance for off hours, off production time, it'll line up with our clock that we're using. And so this is single-handedly one of the most important steps of setting up the printer. Once you select gloss or matte ink, you are locked into that ink. You cannot switch between the two of them. So as we saw before, when we did the doggy door, we have gloss ink. So we are going to select gloss black ink. And then it says it's selected. Click done. We already did that. Just telling us to go ahead and shake the bags around, make sure the ink is ready to be installed. And then it's going to ask us to start the initialization. This is going to take anywhere from about 15 to 20 minutes. Now that we set up the initialization process, you can probably hear it is sending ink from those ink bags all the way through the tubes inside the printer up to the print head, clearing out any excess air bubbles that are inside those tubes and making sure the printer is ready to go once it's done. We will say that the printer might use around 50 to 60% of the ink that's in those ink bags in order to initialize it. So our recommendation is to purchase an additional set of cyan, yellow, magenta, and black inks with the printer. But yeah, we're going to let this run for a little bit, and we'll meet you in the next video where we'll show you how to load the media and then set up print definitions, media definitions. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to like, share, and comment. It really helps us out. And yeah, this is Josh from Gateway Business Communications. I'll see you next time.